welcome back to my channel, and today I have a very important message for you. You already know what this video is going to be about. You already know what to expect, so I'm not even going to waste your time. So we're going to get into it. How to study abroad in South Korea. This is how I studied abroad in South Korea. This is my journey. This is what I did. Okay, so if you did it differently, please share. We are always looking for more information to spread to the young ones. So this video is specifically how to study abroad through a university. Okay, step one, you have to plan it out. I had my whole entire academic career planned out for 4 years. So in high school, I planned it out and I said, this is what I want to do. This is where I want to go. This is how I want to do it. And that's because I saw somebody else do it. And I said, why would I change up the rules? I'm just going to follow what they did so I can get what the results. So obviously it's going to be a little bit different, but that's how it went. But I didn't see many videos on a step-to-step, how do I do this? So this is what I'm going to tell you. So step one, go to college. Okay? Go to college, because this is a study abroad program through your university. You can get to Korea other ways, but this is specifically for studying abroad through a university. Go to college. I'm gonna have a whole entire another video on how to apply to colleges, but right now we're talking about how to study abroad. Imagine you already got into college, you have that set. So go to college. What I did for college, I went to a 2-year university and then I went to a 4-year university. I transferred over my junior year, so I had it planned out. Go to a 2-year university, go to a 4-year, and then my junior year study abroad, because most schools you cannot study abroad in your senior year. So I got there summer of 2018 and I applied that following fall semester. So what you want to do to go and find the place that your school hosts the international affairs or the education abroad office at USF. I went to University of South Florida. At USF, it's called the USF Education Abroad Office, I think. Go to them or go to one of your teachers and ask, hey, do you know how I can study abroad? Do you know where the study abroad office is? Normally it's going to be in your big little lobby that you have on the 3rd floor or something like that. You go to their office and you say, this is where I want to go. Do you have schools that are in this place? Also, when you're applying to colleges, some colleges do not have study abroad programs. Most of them do. I'm going to say 90% of schools have study abroad programs, but make sure that when you're applying to your college, that your college has a study abroad program for the place that you want to go, because it's going to be really sad if you get to your university and they don't have South Korea or they don't have the place you want to go. So when you are applying to colleges, make sure you do your research on if they have a study abroad program, if they have the place you want to go. So you go to them, you say, hey, I want to study abroad here. They're going to give you a list of schools and a list of places that you can go. Depending on the location, is depending on how many schools they have affiliated with that location. So for me, I think I had about 10 schools in South Korea that I could go to and that I could apply to. I applied to 3 of them. So once you find the location you want to go to, you see if your school has the place that you want to go to. Then you apply. The application process for each school is going to be different, but my application process was I had to write a letter to the school and tell them why I wanted to go to their school. I had to send them a letter of my transcript. Make sure your grades are good. Not like perfect, but make sure that they're good. I had a D and I had an F in there. I had some C's in there, but make sure overall you have, there is a standard GPA that you have to study abroad, and to get into any school. So if you got into the school, your GPA is most likely going to be applicable for you to study abroad. So I had to write letters of why I wanted to go to their school. I had to send them their transcript. And during this whole process, you want to make sure that you are on time. On time, on time. Deadlines are what? Final. Deadlines are what? They are final. If it's due in October, you need to have it done in September. You need to turn your stuff in 2 to 3 weeks in advance, because you don't want there to be a problem with your application and you have to do some stuff and you have to do some rushing around and you only have a day or two. You want to have as much cushion on your application as possible. And you want to get your application in as early as possible. Depending on the program, some programs are first come, first serve. So you want to be first in line. So application deadlines are final. They are what? Final. Please do not think that you can get into this program and you turned your stuff in late. Responsibility is key. Okay, so once you turn in your application, I don't know how long it takes to get back. I think it took like 2 months. I was like dying the whole time. Apply for scholarships. There is money that the university has to give you. Okay, there is money for African Americans to study abroad. There's money for disabled people to study abroad. There's money for people with low income to study abroad. So just because your income is low does not mean you can't go. Okay? Just because your income is low does not mean you can't go. There is money for you. Okay? Apply to scholarships. If I had to do something differently, I would have put more time and more effort into studying, more time and effort into my scholarship applications, because I applied to 1 or 2 and I got denied for one of them. And I was like, dang. My friend, she applied to like 5 and she got accepted to all 5 of her scholarships. So if you are nervous about writing, your school does not want you to fail. Okay? Colleges are not meant for you to fail. They want to have a grade point average that is very successful. So they have tools implemented within their school system to help you achieve, like the writing lab. If you are concerned with your writing and don't think your writing is up to par, it is okay. You can go to the writing lab and there are many tools there that will help you. You can sit with them every single day for an hour to get this paper right. When I applied for my scholarship, there was a scholarship office, and there was this lady named Miss Lauren. We love you. And she helped me with my scholarship. So she sat me down and said, here are the scholarships that are available to you, and here's how you apply. And I went down the list of the scholarships that I could apply to. I wrote my draft 1, sent my draft to Miss Lauren. She gave it back to me with critiques and things that I need to fix, sent it back to her, says, does this look okay? She says, no, work on some things, took it back, took it to the writing lab, got it fixed, and does this look okay? Yes, this is good to go. So those are the things that you have to do to study abroad. There is much more that I could talk about, but I want to keep this video short and concise, and we're already running up on 10 minutes. So let's roll back through it one more time. What do? You get into college. I'm going to have another video on that, but go and apply to college. Make sure that your school has the place that you want to go to, okay, before you apply. Step 2. Go to your education abroad office. Somebody in your school knows where the education abroad office is. You can ask your advisors, you can ask your teachers, you can ask your friends, ask your professors, because they are the ones who know where it's at. But ask your professors, where is the student study abroad office? Go to them. I want to go here. Do you have schools here? Okay, tell them what you want. and then you apply. The application process is totally different for everybody, but they should walk you through how to apply. Step 5, apply for scholarships. Is that 4 or 5? I don't know. Apply for scholarships. Apply for scholarships. Apply for scholarships. Just because, what did I say? Just because you broke don't mean you can't go. Something like that. Apply for scholarships. Last thing, the most important thing, deadlines are what? Final. You need to have your stuff in before you, what am I saying? You need to have your stuff in 2 to 3 weeks ahead of time. 2 to 3 weeks ahead of time. This might seem like a daunting task, but trust me, it is all worth it. The experience, the knowledge, everything is worth it. It's worth it. Do the work so that you can get to where you need to go. You can manifest your life. If you put the work in, you can get there. And I just gave you a step-by-step on how to do it. I'm going to do more videos like this to educate people, especially young people, especially young Black people, on how to get to where you need to go, because there are not a lot of people who look like us. And there's not a lot of people who are telling us step-by-step of how to get there. So, if you want more content like this, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Love you. Bye.